Hey, what's going on, guys? This is S4J again, right? And it's been a while actually. It's been like maybe about 5 or 6 days ever since I posted any kind of content at all on YouTube. But the reason for that is like a lot of things going on in my life, and I really need to take care of some things. Not saying that I need to stop altogether, but I just figured that the best way to entertain you guys, as well as being able to keep up with what I'm really doing in real time, is to post only on weekends. So I just want to get you guys prepared for that. I don't want to leave you guys in like, oh, where the hell is he? Like he hasn't posted in like ages or whatever like that. So that's just basically it. What's going on in my life? There are a lot of things. You have my fiance Jessica. You have school. Things like that. My ENT job is kind of, it's upscaling a little bit. So there are a lot of things that I really need to put my time and energy on a little bit more than making two videos like every other weekday and then weekend and so on and so forth. So I think I'll just limit it down to the weekdays. I'm sorry, the weekends, and then afterwards, during the weekdays, I'll take it whatever I have to do. So I didn't want to post. I didn't post this video just for this update or whatever like that. So I have a battle coming up after this. Look at the length of the video. Don't worry about it. You still will get the entertainment out of this video, but yeah, just a little heads up, little update. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm about to get ready to go to church. All right, guys. So I'll see you in a bit. All right. So enjoy my content. Peace. And what you doing? All right, guys. See, this is what I'm talking about. Strong UU battles in general, man. Oh my gosh, I had this battle like a while ago when I was laddering. And speaking of laddering, I haven't like been on PO for a long period of time. Like I don't even know what my ranking is or anything like that. So don't judge me anymore. Could be like on page 17 or something like that. Seriously. Anyway, my opponent's gonna make a hasty switch out into Empoleon after leading off the Arcanine because I have the type advantage lead. And he's gonna set up rocks as well as I guess go for the raw. So I stayed in anyway since I kept my Lodic and just decided to see if I can get the burn off on it. In comes the Hitmonchan with the double switch. He's gonna go on to Zatu. Thankfully I don't get fully poisoned, but I do get fully paralyzed. That's what I'm trying to say because of Zatu's magic bounce. So it would have been nice if I got a burn on the Zatu via Scald. But I just decided to say it anyway. He's going to go for the raw. In comes Crocodile, rest and repeat again, which is actually pretty funny because that's a 1 in 5 chance of that happening since I have all 6 of my Pokemon still. I'm just going to go into Rosary. He goes into Hitmonchan. Decides to leave it in. I'm guessing that's his spinner. So he's going to do his Arcanine. And I think something else that takes super effective damage from rock type attacks. So the Stealth Rock won't be, I have to get my rocks up right away. So I decided to stay in with the Roserade, thinking that he might, probably want to switch up his moves a little bit after going for the close combat initially. But I guess after the percentage of how much the first initial close combat did onto my Roserade, it would make sense for him to stay in and go for that attack again. And unfortunately, he is able to finish off my Roserade because I wasn't able to put it to sleep. In comes the Gligar, back out to Arcanine. I do have the Earthquake, but I'm kind of scared that this thing will go for the Flare Blitz, so I'm just going to go out into my Lodic. Since it's paralyzed as well, I have my Multiscale active. I'm just going to go for the Toxic because I know he's going to switch out. So in comes the Kingdra, which is amazing. I'm thinking it's probably a DD set, so you might want to set up on my loading. Draco Meteor hits me for 43 damage, and since I thought it was DT, I went for the Haze, but it just ended up being beneficiary to him because now he gets his +2 back up. He was able to hit me for 140 base Draco Meteor, sorry, again, which is pretty funny. So that's never really happened to me. I found humor in that, even though it's like against me. I'm gonna go for the Gyro Ball, right? And I'm thinking like, all right, let me go back out into my loading. Because I've yet for some reason to set up rocks, and I have no idea why I didn't do that. So I figure he's gonna probably just try to stay in. I'm just gonna go for a recover. I do have the Multiscale. I know I will be able to survive the close combat, but unfortunately I get fully paralyzed, and I just stared at my the PO for a minute. He's like, lucky turn, hack, boner. You know how gamers get. Oh gosh, I can't stand out of my gamers. When I'm winning a game, like if I beat somebody in Street Fighter or something like that, like I'm never like that. I don't understand why people are like that. It's like I would never boast unless you were initially an asshole to me. So, whatever. I guess if people, it's your life. But anyway, in comes the Arcanine, which I really should feel like I should have rocks at the boat. We got 4 Pokemon in the field. He's gonna go for the Crunch, and I'm like, whoa, is this dude like, I don't know, is he Scarf? No, he's not Scarf. because he'll be going first. Is he banded? No, he'll be doing a little bit more damage. So what is he? Now I see the leftovers. I'm like, oh, oh. You know, it's like the first time I was paying attention to the leftovers, actually. So in comes the Gligar. This dude still has a reflect up thanks to his Zatu, and Gligar's going to be a pain in the ass, especially since Milotic and what's the thing called? Roserade are both down, so everything else is just pure physical, man. Gligar could roll me for days, except for Mew. I have to keep my Mew alive. Other than that, I don't know how the hell I'm dealing with that, man, seriously. So, he decides to go for the Flare Blitz now and takes out the Bronzong after me setting the rocks. I decided to stay in anyway and go for the Earthquake, which I've yet to reveal that I had, and it should have been, you know, I should have did that a little bit earlier. But that's alright though. In comes the Gligar, able to sponge my Heracross's physical offenses pretty well, 21%, and I'm just going to switch out into Mew, thinking that he's going to probably either go for the Roost and or the Earthquake again. Perfect time for me to go for the Roost. I do have the Will-O-Wisp, but I'm afraid of him switching out into Arcanine. Thank God that Arcanine isn't banded or any sort, because I think banded would be able to finish me off after a U-turn, and then Arcanine switching in. Since my Mew is defensive, it won't be able to go first and roost off any kind of damage that it took from a U-turn. So it won't be able to survive the collaboration of U-turn and the choice banded Flare Blitz, is what I'm saying. So thank God that it's not choice banded. I'm able to survive and keep my Mew for later on. So in comes Empoleon, right? And I'm thinking like, alright, let me just go for the Roost again. Prepare for the other Pokemon that are coming in. He's gonna go for the Skull, hopefully getting the burn, which he doesn't get. And I'm just going to be able to finish it off with the Psychic before giving him an open window to try to go for a secondary burn to get some some status going on here. I'm just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp because he went for 2 attacks, he went for the U-turn and the Earthquake. So I didn't cross my mind for some reason why he wouldn't have Toxic. I don't know, man. I've been playing this game too long not to know that Gliders carry Toxic, man, seriously. So I'm just going to go for the Psychic again. I believe that's what I do. Is that what I do? No. He's going to go for the Draco Meteor Miss, which is karma for missing the Sleep Powder earlier on, which is great. Able to finish this thing off with the Psychic. In comes the Glider again. I'm faster, so I'm just going to go for the Taunt, knowing for what he's going to go for the Roost. I guess I'll try to Toxic Stall me. I'm just going to go and switch out now because I know he's going to go for the U-turn, switching out into his Arcanine, which is great. And then afterwards, he can just bring in the Glider to die from Stone Edge. So that was a great game. Viewers, do not forget to rate, comment, subscribe again. Sorry for the lack of videos. He did call me gay after losing, so yeah, whatever. But yeah, I will post only on the weekends, and this is what I need to do. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.